Did it go live? Alright, boys. We did some of that battling. Funny enough, and well, not funny. It wasn't funny. I was actually upset when I saw it, but we actually have some more battles to do, but I can't do them because it's locked behind MSQs, so we got to do some story and then we get more battles. So depending on how many battles it is, we might not finish this today, which sucks because I wanted to. Oh shit, get that. Yeah, baby. Yo, this sounds good. I haven't heard this fully. You're probably gonna get copyright or something, but it's all good. Wait, what does that mean? Save time and play time? Oh, like my IRL save time. Oh, okay. That's like, what? Yo, that was a bop. Alright, so as you can see, we did get this unlocked, but we have to do story, so hopefully it's not too much. Alright. Let's get to the juicy parts, though. Ooh, the juice. Start off with Karabe.
Me?
Since he's basically the first character. And then let's see where we go from there. Alright. What do we got?
That guy in my dream. He called himself Tsukasa Okino. I feel like we've met somewhere before.
This piece of shit's on our ass again.
As Shinonome senpai told me earlier, there's a second Juro Izumi from another world. He transferred his consciousness into an android. So that must have been what I saw. But still, why did it look just like my grandma when she was younger? Shiba-kun's not actually human. And not only that, he's been manipulating my memories. It seems his goal is to turn me back into Juro Izumi. So, let me get this straight. Juro Izumi came from the future. He lost his memories due to some incident. And the damage was so bad he needed a whole new personality. That's how he became me, Juro Kurabe. I tried asking her about that talk she had on the stairs, but she just dodged the question. She had a sad look on her face. In my dream, a woman and I went back in time to prevent the extinction of humanity. To do that, we had to blow up some sort of research facility. And, well, we did it. And if that weren't enough, we shot the researchers dead. The woman I was with in that dream looked eerily similar to Fuyusaka-san. Minami-san suddenly showed up at my house, and then brought over Miura-kun out of nowhere. As if I didn't have enough problems with Yakushiji around.
You know
I
what they
always
say, you gotta
dreamed of
double
living on
tap,
my
make
own.
sure they're dead.
So much for that. That dream was awful. I was going around killing students. I shot so many. Like Fuyusaka-san. And Yakushiji. If that was a real memory, does that mean I actually did all that? Fuyusaka-san and I were the only ones who made it. We escaped to Sumire Bridge 16 years into the past. These must be Shiba-kun's memories. Or rather, the other Juro Izumi's.
Hey, Juro. Let's go home.
What do they want me to do now? Awesome. Do they want me to meet up again outside? No one's even here.
What? Why the long face? Have another nightmare or something?
Knock it off. I'm not stupid. I know I'm the only one who can see you. Tell me the truth. This isn't about my lost memories, is it? You're not trying to restore them. You're giving me someone else's.
What are you talking about? They're Juro's memories.
In other words, yours. The other Juro Izumi.
You know, this one's 3 times older than you.
So does that mean, since only we could have seen the cat as Megumi, that Megumi, the cat, was also a part of, the virus?
I remember now. You live inside me.
Ooh, that's
That day
hot.
at the shrine, you jumped out of that robot and possessed me.
What do you think I am, a ghost? I had nowhere else to go. If it were up to me, I would have picked a more welcoming host. You know, we can't have you causing a scene here. Your memory needs to be wiped clean. Let me try one more time.
Interesting. Nagata's not here? Oh, hello.
Miss Morimura. Chihiro Morimura. That's right. She's the one I saw in my dream. Excuse me.
Kurabe-kun. Is something wrong?
Waifu.
Tell me the truth. I'm actually Juro Izumi, aren't I? The way I am now is something you created.
What's this all of a sudden?
I get it now. The woman who keeps showing up in my dreams. The one I saw on Sumire Bridge. It's not Fuyusaka-san. It's you. Chihiro Morimura.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you been aware this whole time that Shiba-kun was inside of me? Or rather, Juro Izumi was.
You talk too much. You think you can just walk in here and screw everything up? I'm not afraid to shut your mouth.
Kurabe-kun? Kurabe-kun.
If the woman from my dream is actually our teacher, then Tsukasa Okino must be real too. Where have I seen him before? Is she really on my side? She wants to change me back into Juro Izumi. Can I trust her? No, I shouldn't. If I run to the nurse's office, I'll put Shinonome-senpai at risk too. That's right. There was a guy standing by the vending machines earlier. He looked just like Tsukasa Okino.
Ah, yes.
You're Tsukasa Okino, right?
You must be mistaken.
You even sound like him. You were in that UFO with Juro Izumi, right?
You're not making any sense. Sorry, but I don't have time for this. If you'll excuse me.
Wait! The UFO wasn't the only time. I know I've met you somewhere else. That's right. I remember now.
Prisoner E426, face forward. The drug has been administered. The perp cannot fight back. Do not be alarmed. It is safe to enter. Prisoner E426, look up while we're speaking to you. Or would you rather bear the brunt of the electric chair?
So this man's the culprit?
He's a murderer. He bombed Shikishima, killing countless people. We managed to catch him, but his identity is still unknown. Furthermore, his testimony makes no sense. That's why I've requested your assistance. The name's Onishi. I'm in charge of this investigation. I appreciate your help.
Oh, he got old as fuck.
Tsukasa-kun.
Take a good look at him. Do you know this man?
No, I'm afraid I've never seen him before.
All right then. Your biometrics lead me to believe you're being honest with us.
Why did you bring me here?
Well, we used a truth serum on the guy. He started saying your name over and over. He also mentioned a student by the name of Chihiro Morimura. This is her photo. Do you recognize her?
No.
We'll be requesting her cooperation soon enough. But it'll have to wait until next week. She's currently out of the country. In any case, thank you for joining us today. I may ask for your presence again if any new info turns up.
Of course.
You are free to go. Follow the signs back to the waiting room. Do not be alarmed. The perp cannot fight back. Mr. Juro Izumi. Take a good look at him. Do you know this man?
How would I? All I know is he's a terrorist bomber.
Well, we took a look at your DNA. The two of you are a perfect match. It was quite a surprise.
What?
There's a distinct possibility that one of you is a clone.
That's ridiculous. What does he have to say about it?
According to his testimony, he is in fact you from the future. As for his motive, he claims he had to commit this crime to prevent the emergence of kaiju.
Kaiju?
Huh? Excuse me for a moment. What is it? We're in the middle of an investigation. What? An evacuation order? It's on the news?
Kaiju.
Aha. Looks like he's awake.
Perfect. I'm almost done.
What's going on?
When the hell did they capture us?
Hey, what is this?
Calm down, please. High blood pressure generates noise in the scan.
Tsukasa Okino. I remember now. I was attacked out of nowhere.
Sorry about that.
It was the only way. This isn't the most welcoming place, is it? I can't imagine you would have come willingly.
You're Tsukasa Okino, aren't you? I saw you in my dream and you got left behind.
I knew there was something odd about you. But that dream of yours is even more surprising than I expected. Juro Izumi, shifting in cycles. There's only one person those memories could have come from. I'm glad I looked into this. To think he'd seek refuge within Juro himself.
Do you know him?
We call him 426. As of now, he exists as sheer consciousness. That is to say, he lives in your injected nanomachines. At some point, he got in and took over the system area. Go ahead and ask him yourself.
Shiba-kun.
So this is the guy. He's not quite what I imagined.
Don't be deceived. He can alter his appearance however he pleases.
You guys can see him?
He's under my control now. He can't hurt you anymore.
Jeez, Juro. Why you gotta be so obtuse?
Tell us the purpose of your disguise.
He's trying to take over my mind.
Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I'm not the one who wanted that. Chihiro Morimura is.
Our teacher?
She wanted to transplant my memory backups into you. Whatever she could do to match your personality with mine. But Tamao Kurabe didn't like the idea. She created a new personality. The one you have now.
But you were using videotapes to alter my memories.
Yeah, well, the backups weren't meshing with your simulated personality. You almost had a breakdown, man. So I decided to turn him into something a little more concrete. Something your current self would understand. You should thank me for saving your ass.
Somehow I find that hard to believe.
Why did you try to help me?
Well, if Morimura's plan did work out, there'd just be another copy of me running around. Besides, I don't want to be left watching over your unstable mess.
I won't tolerate being used any longer. I'm sick of it.
426.
For better or worse. She's given up on the Sentinel project. Her interest in Juro Kurabe has waned.
But the Sentinel project is the only option we have.
Wrong. Sentinels can't save us alone.
Then what can? You're talking as if you know the answer.
I do. I found an effective means for our survival. Would you like to hear it? What we call the UFO. I know who programmed it. It was a certain someone named Tsukasa Okino, back in 2188.
2188?
It's hard to believe from looking at you now. But he was quite the sloppy programmer. When he designed the environment management system, he borrowed a portion of it from something else. That particular portion contains the D code. It's what's summoning the kaiju. That part of the code was never supposed to be accessed. Well, it was.
Right, because he got lazy and he didn't want to fully do it.
Where was this code reused from?
It was a little outdated, even for its time. But it's a little sim game based on mighty kaiju daimos.
A Deimos game?
You're telling me a video game has control over the automated factories? That's how the kaiju are being produced?
Where do you think the name Daimos came from? It's not a coincidence, you know. Up until now, we've been forced to play a game we can't win. But just imagine. What if we gained access to the greater system? We've had limited control over it so far. If we fix that, we'll be able to fight on an equal playing field. Think about it. Each time we destroy an enemy, we'll get some kind of meta prize. Like scoring points. With those, we can use the automated factories to strengthen our Sentinels.
Points, huh?
Let's just call them meta chips for now.
I still can't trust you.
Fine, leave what you want. I don't need your help anymore. Sorry for wasting your time.
Do you have any proof of your claims?
There was a log on it, but it's gone.
You're putting the fate of humankind's last colony in a video game?
That's it, Hijiyama!
Huh?
You saw the log, didn't you?
Hijiyama-kun.
What was that log all about?
You want to find out? Go help that idol who's stuck in orbit. Well, it's about that time. I need to get going.
What?
Don't worry. He can't do a thing.
Maybe. But a guy like him probably planned ahead.
Oh, give the boy a prize! You can be surprisingly sharp at times. Hijiyama.
Okino!
Sorry.
You're...
Juro! Thank goodness. I made it in time.
Yeah, thanks to me talking their ears off. Did you walk through tar to get here?
I'm doing exactly as you told me. Foul-mouthed cat.
Did you say cat?
Don't worry about erasing his memory.
What? But then...
What are you talking about?
Let's go.
Relax. I won't erase your memories either.
So it's her. She's the one who's been cooperating with him.
Open the airlock. Hijiyama, respond please. I need you to open it. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Yakushiji.
Hijiyama, open the B2 airlock.
I'm afraid I can't do that. You're well aware of the reason.
We're not infected.
The vitals detected by your suit tell me otherwise.
my daughter, I'm begging you!
It's not a risk we can afford to take.
You and I, we're comrades, aren't we? We've been hell and back together. If it's the last thing I ask of you, please, Ichiyama.
I'm sorry, Yakushiji. You must understand. Ichiyama, patch me through to airlock control.
Major Izumi.
Izumi-san, I had a feeling you would say that. So I've sealed the airlock on my end. I can't allow you to infect this colony. Don't jump to conclusions. I'm the one getting out. I'll grab a shuttle and retrieve his daughter. We'll give it 24 hours. If she does turn out to be infected, then we'll never return. Simple as that. I can't accept this. It's an order, Hijiyama. Sorry, Yakushiji. You're going to have to leave your daughter with me. In the meantime, you'll need to return to the pod you came here in. Are you alright with that?
I entrust you with her life. My daughter. My Megumi.
I'll protect her at all costs. I promise. No matter what happens, I intend to fulfill that promise.
Just as you said. A kaiju attacked, like in that movie. So we'll do what we have to do. Get in the robots and fight. Our fate was sealed a long time ago. That log from 2188. I get it now. That must have been an important memory of yours.
Yeah. The log itself may be gone, but I do remember what it was about. And as long as you have my memories, I don't need to explain a thing, do I?
Are you really okay with this?
Of course not. I want in on the action too.
And yet, you're entrusting it all to me.
Even though they kinda turned you into a sissy, in the end you're still Juro, just like me. I've accepted it. We've all gotta play with the hands we're dealt. Fuyusaka's not gonna be able to handle him alone. Go for it, Juro.
What's going to happen to you?
Piloting a Sentinel takes a hell of a lot of brain power. If your nanomachines are focused on that, there won't be much processing power left. In other words, I won't be able to talk to you anymore. But you've got my memories, right? You know what needs to be done. The rest is up to you.
You're right. I'll do it. I guess I'll be going then.
Right. Put your game face on, Juro. We've taken turns for the last time. Try not to get a game over.
Activate Sentinel. Sentinel number 13. Activate.
That was pretty chunky for his last 25. Think we'd get them all right away, huh? It was very good.
Yes?
Waifu.
going back. Juro. Oh, sorry. Did I wake you?
Am I... Juro Izumi?
What? Oh. Are you saying... Do you remember me?
You knew about this? That these dreams are really his memories? Please, you have to tell me.
His memories haven't returned yet. Is what Fluffy's been doing really working? I hope so. You're Juro Kurabe.
Why are you saying that?
It's all I can say. I made a promise to Tamao-san.
My grandma?
Please, don't ask me anything else. I won't be able to continue staying here if you do.
I don't understand.
Juro.
Huh. And we know Tamao is actually a robot, because she's dead already.
Juro. I can't believe you're really gone. The Juro I knew can never come back.
Megami-san. So this is where you went.
You were with Juro earlier.
I suppose this is technically the first time we've met. I'm Tamao Kurabe. You were crying. Poor thing.
Well, what do you want?
I know you have feelings for Juro.
What does that have to do with anything?
You desire to be by his side, do you not?
Oh, well... Of course I do.
Then you will do just that. I'll make the arrangements.
What?
However, I have two conditions. First, you will treat him as Juro Kurabe.
Huh?
You must not tell him anything about the future. Or about himself.
But why?
It's the only way to keep him safe.
I don't understand.
Can you do it? Can you treat him only as Juro Kurabe?
Well,
My other condition. If he starts to remember he's Juro Izumi, you must tell me immediately.
But he is. Why would that be bad?
It would be dangerous if he became Juro Izumi. Very dangerous. The reasons are unimportant. If you agree to these two conditions, you can live with him.
Interesting.
What will you do?
What if we refuse?
But he's not Juro Kurabe. He's not.
I see.
That is unfortunate. Oh, wait! I accept.
How
What?
wonderful.
Hmm. So is this the robot already?
Here. These documents make it legal for you to live with him.
A rental agreement?
I'll tell Morimura-san of our arrangement myself. Please, go to Juro now.
Oh. Thank you.
Hmm.
Fluffy. Can nobody else see you? Juro.
What the hell's going on right there?
Juro. Miss Morimura.
So, you've been living at the Kurabe house.
Oh, yes.
Has there been any change? Has he said anything strange? Any confusion about being Juro Izumi?
What makes you ask that?
It sounds like you know something.
Don't tell me. You know something?
Excuse me.
Kurabe-kun. Is something wrong? You look pale.
Tell me the truth. I'm actually Juro Izumi, aren't I? The way I am now is something you created.
What's this all of a sudden?
I get it now. The woman who keeps showing up in my dreams. The one I saw on Sumire Bridge. It's not Fuyusaka-san. It's you. Chihiro Morimura.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you been aware this whole time?
Kurabe-kun?
Juro! What was that about?
I don't know.
Hey,
Fluffy. You're talking to me here? Won't other people see?
this is an emergency. Juro's been taken.
What?
That idiot. He got too close to some dangerous people.
Dangerous?
Those who use magic for their own means. You went there before. The abandoned factory in Higoromocho. They're going to alter his memories. You need to go there again. You need to rescue Juro. Damn it. He's getting too far.
He's gone? I knew he wasn't real. No, it doesn't matter. Right now, Juro needs me. I'm on my way, Juro.
Aww, she's a little ride or die waifu.
Juro, this way.
Wait! Are you with him?
You know Fluffy?
Fluffy?
Don't worry. He can make you better. You're starting to recognize what's in your dreams, aren't you? Do you remember me?
It's not exactly like that. I finally understand. The things I remember, they aren't from the Juro you know.
No, that can't be. Why would you say that?
The things I saw in my dreams, they're memories. And the only memory I have of you is when I shot and killed you.
What?
I was worried. I was so afraid that I'd hurt you again. Because
Who are you? Is there really nothing left? There's no trace of him inside you? No. I betrayed everyone. I betrayed Tommy. It was all a lie. I'm such an idiot.
Yakushiji.
That cat. What was the point?
Wait.
Aww. Poor thing. All she wanted was Juro's love. Gotta feel bad for her.
Juro. He really is gone forever.
And who the fuck is this?
Are you alright?
You by yourself?
I am. Are you by yourself too?
There's someone coming. Can you stay and talk till then?
Making a child wait all by herself. Of course. I'll stay here until they come get you.
Where's your friends?
Well, I have some at school.
No, silly. I'm not talking about them. I mean your friend that told you to update the decode. Hmm? What's wrong? You look like a scared kitten. Hold it right there.
Who are you?
Who ordered you to update the decode?
Decode? Do you mean the Deimos code?
Yep. I know it wasn't you. Tell me who it was.
It was a cat.
Huh?
A fluffy black cat with a white-tipped tail.
So you caught her?
Renya Goto.
You're late, Goto-kun.
Did you know? Do you understand what you did to me?
I sealed your powers as a witch. To fight the kaiju. That's what I was told.
Witches and cats. Interesting story.
I thought you'd be able to see through the ruse a bit more.
Wanna know what you shot him with? It was nanomachines. They added code to the ones already in their bodies.
The code expands the Kaiju's capabilities. How strong it will allow them to become, we have no way of knowing.
That can't be.
The one behind all this, the one who manipulated you. It seems they are trying to take control of the decode. If they succeed, they will also have control of the Sentinel dock in the factory. In other words, we lose all our means of defense.
Oh shit! What's up, Zach? How you doing, baby? Oh, dude, I'm loving the story. The story's so good. I think I'm close to the end, actually. But yeah, the combat at this point it's too easy, and it's just really long waves of enemies you fight. So I actually get bored. Like, I fall asleep. Like, streaming doing it, like, I fall asleep. If I do it off stream, I at least like have like a podcast or an audiobook I have going, so at least I'm doing 2 in 1. But yeah, when I do it on stream, man, I just get bored. I fall asleep. The combat's not good. Like, the difficulty is not even there. So yeah, but the story's phenomenal. I love the art style. I love the voice acting. The soundtrack. Everything else is great. It's just the combats. Yeah, exactly. You thought it was a magical gun? That is true. A magic talking kitty. Time travel, all that. I mean, if someone told me that, like, there's a cat talking to them and telling them that he's gonna save the world by preventing the witches from casting their magic, I'd be like, what the fuck are you on? Like, how much crack did you take? You know what I mean? Like, I would have never believed this.
Are you aware of who that cat is?
No.
That seems bad. He must have known this would happen. He had a plan. That's why he used the girl, so we couldn't trace it back to him.
But that very cleverness is what proves it was him.
So, who is he?
No one you'd have heard of. He's a criminal from the future.
A criminal. From the very beginning, it was all lies.
Aw, I feel so bad for her.
Not ever.
All she wanted was Jiro's love. And she got manipulated, hook, line, and sinkered, and used. Look at her! She's waifu. She got the thigh highs. She's just so cute. She's always furrowing her brows, though. It feels like she would always be, like, angry at you or something. But, I feel so bad for her. Poor girl, though. True, that is true. Like, if a cat started talking and I'm like, understanding them, I'm like, what the hell? Like, are you guys not understanding it? You don't hear what the cat's saying? Oh, you could do that. There's an option that lets you watch all the cutscenes in order. I believe it's right here. Event archive. Yeah, you can watch literally all the events from start to end. That's what I plan on doing once we get all the cutscenes unlocked. I'll just watch it all in a row. It's less than 3 hours, so it's like watching like the Kingdom Hearts movies summaries. So yeah. Cause yeah, like right here it says all events on the top, right? These only cover the specific characters' events. But if you want to see how all of them intertwine, then boom, you just do all events, and it literally takes every single one, every character's chapters, and puts it in chronological order of when they were supposed to occur, so the story makes nice cohesive sense. Oh, you never knew that? Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought that was a really nice feature that they added, because yeah, I was like, how the hell do I piece this together? Like, I was starting to figure out where some of them were happening, but some of them, like, when would this have occurred? Like, the past? The future? You know? So, yeah. But what you been playing lately, Zach? Are you excited for any upcoming games this first quarter? Or are you still playing your backlog? Last time we talked, you told me you were doing Monster Hunters. That's been a while, though. I don't know if you're still gaming a lot or you're busy IRL. But hopefully you've been well, man. What's happening? So I can't, there's no bubble. Am I supposed to run away or something? Oh, okay, I guess I am. Oh yeah, like when they were mentioning the names, I was like, who the fuck is that? Like even to now, I don't know who's who. Like I only know her as waifu, but when they mention what's her last name? I don't even know, Sagakuchi or something. I'm like, who's that? And then when they showed her face, like, oh, waifu. Okay, okay, I got it. Well, have you tried the demo? Have you played the demo? Because I played the demo, and I was going to get it, but I did, you know, I was like, I'm going to ask my community, what would they rather see? Would they rather see me play Forspoken and cover that and make some videos on it, or would they rather see me play Fire Emblem and make some videos on that? You guys voted for Fire Emblem, so we're doing Fire Emblem. Which I was actually quite surprised. I guess maybe there's not a lot of Square Enix fans that are following. Or maybe just they weren't excited for Forspoken. So I don't know which one it is, but yeah, whenever I do RPG games on the channel, like strategic ones, turn-based ones, you know, like slight action ones, they usually do way better, so I was like, may as well. What? You're waiting until now to go grocery shopping? Well, be safe, Lucas. Hopefully you get some nice produce, right? And you get some nice deals on them. I'll catch you around, Lucas. Don't talk to Fluffies. If Fluffy's talking to you, you run away, okay?
You lied to me. About everything.
You seem mad. But I haven't lied to you.
You're a criminal from the future. I know you are. All that about ancient civilizations and curses. You've been playing me for a fool the whole time!
Damn!
I haven't been lying. There is an ancient civilization. This may look like the 20th century, but it's not. Humanity actually died out in the 22nd century. It's been millions of years since then. So, in reality, the 22nd century is an ancient civilization.
So you're saying this isn't the real world? No, more lies!
Aww, the poor thing. She can't trust him now. Unfortunately, oh, you don't have a PS5. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I knew in the future, like, I got mine last year. It was after, 7 Part 2, or 7 Remake did that shitty DLC, release on only PS5, even though the game came out on PS4. I would assume you were aware of that, hot release from Square Enix. They thought that was a good idea, I guess. But yeah. So it was only then that I started pursuing to get a PS5, because I mean, eventually I knew I was going to play Kingdom Hearts 4 hands down, right? Like, I don't even need to think about it. I know I'm going to play Kingdom Hearts 4, and then when they announced Final Fantasy 16 is going to be PS5 exclusive, or 16, I was like, okay, I definitely need a, you know, a PS5. So every day, man, I just kept going on those websites that told you, oh, you know, PS5, 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 and I finally got one. But yeah, man, I know the struggles. I definitely know the struggles of getting one. Because I didn't want to play the scalper's price and I didn't want to buy some stupid bundle from GameStop or Walmart for like $700 selling games I would never even play. Like, they were attaching like a baseball game to it, a soccer game to it, or just something that I don't even play. I was like, bro, you're charging me a fat 210 plus premium on hot garbage games I would never ever play? Like, nah, man, I'll wait it out and I'll get mine. Thankfully, my patience did reward me. I got one for $400. And no bullshit scams, no scalper prices, no unwanted games. It was just sweet. So yeah. Funny you say that. Horizon Forbidden West is doing the same thing with their Aww. So I would only assume the community is very upset about that. Because they should be. You can't... I don't understand why they do that. If you release it on the previous generation console, then you would have to at least well ahead of time inform the consumer before you buy the base game, DLC will be on next-gen console only. Right? There should be a little disclaimer there. Like, what assholes, man. That shit pisses me off. Like, I haven't even played Horizon Forbidden West. But I played 7 Remake, and I know how much that pissed me off when they announced that shit. So I could only imagine other people are in the same boat. And if they're not, well, they should be. Because they're only allowing this to become the norm if they keeps continuing without voicing their opinion. Oh, man. That pisses me off. Yeah, I hope you get one soon, but I hope you pay retail price. I hope you don't get ripped off, man. Yeah, exactly. Those prices are ridiculous, man. Redonkulous. But yeah, so the guaranteed games were obviously, I was going to play 16, I was going to play Kingdom Hearts 4, and then down the line we were going to play 7 Part 2 and 3 of the remake, right? So I was like, I'm going to get one eventually. But, you weren't a fan of Octopath, were you, Zach? Because Octopath is coming out February 24th this year. It's not PS5 exclusive, but it is coming out on the PlayStation. I remember the first one, it only originally released on the Switch, hot trash, you know, system-wise. But then it later went on PC, which is great. But they still haven't went on PlayStation yet, which is kind of odd considering the second game is being on PlayStation, but the first game isn't yet. You know what I mean? Like, to think with like less than 2 months away from the second game, they would be announced like, hey, Octopath 1's coming on PlayStation. Like, to get people excited playing it and ready for Part 2, so I don't know what the hell they're doing there marketing-wise. Maybe port-wise, they have to go through some shit with Sony to get it ported over. I don't know. But they should have had that well-established when they knew, development-wise, they were making Octo 2 for PlayStation. You know what I mean? So it's just bizarre to me. I just don't understand, man. Oh, you've never played it? Okay, all good. All good. Yeah, it's...
You convinced me to shoot my...
It was what? Like, you know how you have probably your top 5 favorite games? Yeah, like, usually my top 5 hasn't changed in a long time. But last year, man, we played it, and it literally slid into my top 5s. It slid into my top 5 favorite games of all time. That's how good it was.
Friends with this thing.
Like, if you like Bravely Default, you're gonna love Octopath.
Was that your goal all along? To end humanity?
I've already told you.
Like, think of Bravely Default as like the kids version, and Octopath is like the adult version. It's harder, the story's darker, better graphics, the music's phenomenal. It's just like everything I think they did, but better.
This is a game. I'm only making preparations.
A game where our lives are on the line?
Not if things go the way I want them to. I can get you all out of here alive.
Damn! She didn't even let him finish. She's like, shut up, bitch. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. Oh, you watched the review? Nice. Yeah, man. I mean, hopefully you know by now I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't try to get you guys to play a game that I didn't enjoy. I mean, obviously I enjoyed it for my personal taste. Maybe it might be slightly different for you, but everything I said in the video is completely 100% honest and genuine. I wasn't trying to oversell it or undersell it. It was just, I felt like it was a masterpiece. It was so good. And I didn't want to stop playing, but I just did everything the game had to do. There was no content left to do besides start a new game. But, you know, at that point, I think I got my full value's worth. That's why I'm so excited for this one. I'm getting to play this one when it's going to be relevant, and I'm going to be milking the shit out of it. Like, if you're not getting it, you might want to mute the channel for a month or something, because it's going to be nothing but Octopath the whole month. I'm just gonna be churning out Octopath videos because, I'm so excited! I'm so excited. Because the developers, they let the community know that everything, like the parts that, not everything, but some things that people didn't enjoy in Octo 1, they're working on it in Octo 2 to make it better. They already added a speed increase for combat because when you were grinding, combat could have been a little slow. So they did that. The story. The story's going to be immersed more with the other characters and involved with them instead of just each character's path is, you know, solo and the other characters or protagonists don't influence it at all. So that's another change they said is going to be well. Just obviously different jobs, but it looks like it's still the same quality. You're getting 8 jobs and then you're going to get some secret jobs that only enhance. So yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited. But yeah, besides Forspoken, what else are you looking forward to this year, Zaki?
Whose memories are in Juro?
Ah, right. That. Those are my memories, actually. It's not my fault, though.
You really think I'd believe your lies again?
No, I don't imagine you would.
You were using Juro too, weren't you?
It was not my intention. But in the end, that is what happened. You need to give up on trying to bring him back. By the way, I forgot to mention, you're the final witch. But you don't have to meet the same fate as the rest of them.
Wait, what? Where is he?
Oh, there's a book left behind. Or is that us? We ran inside. Damn, we were that angry? We ran inside and threw our bag down? That's not like her. Damn! She shot without even looking!
What's happening?
Yo, pick that gun up again. What the hell?
It's me? What is this? This is all my fault. I forced everyone into battle. But the only one who really deserves to die is me.
What the fuck?
Tony, forgive me.
Yo, that was a trippy moment. What the fuck? How did he get physical possession of
To
the gun?
actually shoot yourself like that. It must have really been driving you mad. But don't worry. If you don't fight, there's no way you'll survive. You did what had to be done. I want to apologize about his memories. There were things that happened I didn't expect. But none of that matters to you. There's no excuse. I boasted about how I could bring him back. It may seem like I tricked you, but I really did all that I could. I had no ill intent. Well, maybe a little. I just wanted him to become the Juro of my world. I wanted to control his feelings of love. Almost like a parent to their child. I wanted my desires to become his own.
Yeah, don't do
I
that.
hesitated once I saw the depth of your feelings. There was still some human left in me after all. You might not believe me, but I really have become fond of you. Megumi Yakushiji, the days we spent together were surprisingly fun. It gave me an odd feeling, as if I were on holiday with a cheeky daughter.
What?
You left me some nice memories.
The hell is
And
that
now
supposed
it's
to
up
mean?
all of you. I've made all the preparations I could. Since I was unable to hold up my end of our contract, this is goodbye. If our plan succeeds, I want you to live out the rest of your life with Juro. Take care, and good luck.
Yakushiji.
Sure.
Right, Breath of the Wild 2 this year. Oh wait, what? Pokemon already announced DLC? What are they planning on it then? Huh.
Bro.
What happened? Did you shoot yourself in the stomach? With that gun? Please, wait. Just hear me out. Ever since I last saw you, I've been thinking about the dreams I had.
None of that matters now.
I dream of myself inside the Sentinel. I've seen it over and over. I fight in the Sentinel, taking down kaiju after kaiju, struggling in pain, fighting like some kind of possessed demon. Right arm destroyed. Damage immense. Pilot must cease control. I still have my left arm. Abnormality detected in life support. Emergency release of Sentinel pilot. Initiating. No! Cancel release! I'll continue to pilot. Override command. I won't let them destroy Megumi City. This place is home to all our memories. Life support limit reached. Emergency release procedure. Initiating. No! Cancel the release! I'm not done yet. The more I thought about it, the clearer it became. The only one who has experience piloting Sentinels is the Juro Izumi you know. These are his memories. In battle, he was always calling out someone's name. I didn't realize it at first, but I know it now. It was your name. He was fighting for you.
Juro.
I'm not Juro Izumi anymore. But my feelings are the same. Maybe it's because of his memories. But even so,
Aww.
none of that matters to me now. Because I love you.
What?
My feelings for you are just as strong and true as Izumi's. Do you not feel the same way?
Thank you, but...
The fuck? Yeah, this is the second time they just come out of nowhere with the I love you. It's like, bro, chill. Like, you guys didn't even, like, spend time together or anything? What? Okay. Oh, data mined. Okay, gotcha. Well, it's kind of almost expected now, right? Because from what I've been told, they don't release, like, you know how they used to do, like, Ruby, Sapphire, and then later they give you Emerald? I believe they don't do that anymore, do they? They just do, like, you know, the first game, the second game, and then they release DLC for both the games at the same time. I think that's, like, supposed to be the third, quote-unquote, like, third game of the three, of the two that's supposed to happen now. So, yeah, I mean, it's almost expected now. You guys know the formula.
Fluffy really was trying. Just like he said. He was trying to get his memories back. What do I...
I mean, I would assume that's, like, really cost-efficient for them, though, right? They don't have to spend money physically making another game. Sure, it's half price, but I mean, half price for DLC? Which is probably not that much effort for them to do content-wise, because a lot of Pokemon's reuse stuff, so... Yeah. It just seems like it's a lot of profits on their side to do it as well, business-wise.
It's true that I may not be as strong as him. But I don't care. I will protect you. With everything that I have.
Aww, that's so cute.
No. I'll never let you fight on your own again. I'll fight to protect you too, Juro. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Does that mean... Yakushiji?
Oh shit. You just got her pregnant, dude. You got her pregnant before the fight. You held her hand.
He's sleeping up there. I hope he's warm.
Wait, what?
So cute.
So how was she seeing the cat if the cat's supposed to be only...
I have a good feeling about today.
Huh.
I wonder if you'll still be there at lunch. Doubt it.
Huh. How are they seeing it? Ooh. That is true. Very true. I usually enjoyed playing the game all over again because it lets me pick a different starter and stuff, but yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't like that, right? Because it's like, especially if they're shiny hunters or they're EV trainers and IV breeders, like, obviously they could trade it over, but it's a hassle, right? It eliminates that hassle. So yeah. That's a good point. I wasn't thinking about that one at all. But yeah. Very right. Speaking of like Pokemon and stuff, have you looked into any other creature captures, Zach? Cause I saw one that I'm very interested in getting. It was Temtem. It looks really good. I just was doing some more research on it before I commit to buying it. But it looks really good. Yeah, I feel that.
Fluffy. I know you're not him. I just wanted to say... I'm sorry. And Oh. I'll try my best. For you, Fluffy.
Damn. Why is the music so good? Let's just take in that music a little. Oh, wait, what? What did you hear? You said it's very, so even casually wise, you have to grind a bit? Grind a bit for what? I guess I didn't go that far in my research yet. Yeah, I was just looking at, like what the main game's gonna be of, and what were like the MMO features. And I thought it was kind of cool. Their end game right now is like obviously lacking because the game just released, but it's almost like a roguelike, where you have to like team up with other people and go to the end, but each of you have your own like section you're responsible for, and each run is different. And I was like, wow, that's like a roguelike, because you get to pick what you want and stuff. So that got me excited. Also, how more tactical the combat was definitely got me intrigued. Like, if I was just going to play the main game and maybe do one or two of the end game stuff, I think I would still get my money's worth. Or definitely at least the enjoyment of playing a pseudo-Pokemon game again, right? Because I haven't played a Pokemon game since X and Y, just because, like, I was just so tired of the game. Like, the lack of innovation and making it, like, better. That was the reason why I quit. I was done having false hope that Pokemon would become more than it is. Like, I feel like what the Temtem is that I at least know of is what Pokemon should have been by now. I forgot there was a Steam meme. What was it called? I gotta look at it again. There was a Steam meme, like the game obviously looks like a joke, but the graphics of it is what Pokemon should be as well by now. Oh, Palworld? Have you heard of that one? Like, the graphics look so good for a creature capture game. I think it was done on Unreal Engine, so it looks really good, but obviously it's a joke game because it's with guns, which is silly, but oh man. Like, Pokemon's just so behind, man. Graphically, mechanic-wise, like, they just haven't aged well. Like, if you look at the game, it feels like I'm looking at, like, a DS game. They're just still so behind in the past. Ugh. It's sad. At least for me, like when they released, what was it, Arceus or something? Like, that open world? Like, I felt like that's what Pokemon should have been, like, 10 years ago. We had the technology to have done it back then. Because if you telling me the game, the Arceus, that it looked right now on release, that's what games looked like 10 years ago when they first released open world games. But the fact that it released last year and it's the same graphics quality-wise, it's like, come on, man. They're just working with outdated tools. Ugh. Interesting. Healing is locked behind a paywall? Huh. Personally, for me, I don't care about the cosmetics. I am concerned about healing items being locked behind a paywall or a battle pass. That's very weird. Really? You think the mechanics for the new Pokemon is great? Like, besides changing the type of one Pokemon per battle, what else did they do mechanics-wise? Because for me, it's like they're taking baby steps each game. Like, very little baby steps. It's like, just imagine, like, levels. So from when they released Red and Blue to now, like, they're only level, like, 35 or something. Where, like, in actual game advancement, they could have been, like, level 60, 70. They've just been taking small little increments every time. I mean, obviously, they had some jumps, like, from Red to Blue to Gold to Silver. That was, like, a 10-level jump. And then, like, Red and Blue to Ruby and Sapphire, that was, like, a 20-level jump. Like, mechanics-wise, graphics-wise, everything just took a massive jump. DS-wise, I felt like the graphics took a hit, but mechanic went up, so it was, like, a 5-level gain. But then ever since then, it was only like 1 level up each time. It was just tiny little shits they were adding. I don't know. Hey, what's up, Ko? That's weird. Were you also streaming? Because you might, if you were streaming, then that would mean, like, streamer mode was enabled, so it disables all pings. Okay, so they took the open world from Arceus and made it better in Scarlet Violet, is that what you're saying? Oh, okay, so you were streaming? Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not saying that's a bad mechanic or anything, Zach. I'm just saying it's like a baby step, though, right? Like, just, if you try to take a step back and just, like, how innovative is that? Just swapping a Pokemon's type mid-combat. Like, does that take a lot of, like, process and thinking? Like, as a developer, if you're trying to think developer-wise, like, oh, what new thing should we add in the next Pokemon game? You know, I always wanted my Pikachu to be a dragon. Oh! So why don't we just do that? What do you mean, why would we do that? Yeah, in battle, you could change a Pokemon to any type you want. Wait, are you serious? Yeah, that's the new mechanic. Okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't feel like they went so far out of their way to make this new mechanic. I don't know. Yeah, like I'm saying, like it's a step forward, but it's baby steps forward. In the grand scheme of things, like I'm talking about, like if you just take a step back and look like at Final Fantasy or like other big IPs, like look at them when they first started and look at them where they're at now. Like Final Fantasy, dude, the pixel graphics at the same time when Pokemon came out, look at them where they're at now. Obviously, and you can't say it's the budget. They have fucking Nintendo backing their assholes. And Nintendo's one of the greediest fucks. Like, they have the money to do it. It's just they're greedy. They're trying to spend the least amount of money to make the biggest window of profit they can. That's all that Nintendo's about. It's about the profits. They don't care about the quality of the game. I'm sorry, I just don't believe it. You can't tell me they care about the quality of the game. Because they have the money to compete with Xbox and PlayStation to get on par. But they refuse to do so because they want to milk the value. But yeah, like just look at where Final Fantasy was 20 years ago, and look where Final Fantasy has now come. Like, it's just astronomical leaps. I'm trying to think of other ones that came out around that time. Kingdom Hearts, mechanics-wise, the base is still there, but the combat's so much better now in 3. Graphics have obviously went up a bit, but I felt like it was baby steps. The graphics were really good on launch, and they just became better. But yeah, like, mechanics-wise and everything, the game's just gotten so much better in the last 20 years. Shin Megami Tensei is kind of a lazy one, just like Pokemon. Like, the base combat has not changed that much. Graphics-wise, they have increased a bit, but Shin Megami Tensei, I would say, is on par to a Pokemon. Like, they haven't innovated much. And in fact, they've gone downhill, in my opinion, because the last two ones they released, Soul Hackers 2 and Shin Megami Tensei 5, were dog shit quality. Like, it went down. But yeah. I'm trying to think of other series I've been following for a while and see how they've evolved over time. Heck, even Fire Emblem. I looked at Fire Emblem's back, like Sacred Stone that I played on the Game Boy Advance, to where Fire Emblem has come now. The core mechanics are still there, right? But I feel like it's become better graphically, mechanic-wise. They have like social aspects now. Although some of them that I saw were cringe, but the point is at least they're trying to improve. I don't know. I just don't see it in Pokemon too much. Like, for Pokemon standards, the open world, I guess that is big. But in the grand scheme of gaming, like, open world was what? Like, around 2009, 2010? Like, that's when open world, like, became, like, accepted, and it was the new shift that a lot of games were pushing for. So, yeah. It's just like they're behind a decade, right? At least that's what it feels like. But how you been, Ko? How's 14 treating you?
Juro, I told you so many times, but you still went without me. This time, it will be different. This time, it's my turn to save you.
Yo, look at that background.
I will beat this game. Sentinel, activate.
Ooh, she's showing a little skin? Okay. My waifu. Oh, you got Summoner in level 90! Nice! Let's go, dude! Did you try out the rotation? Does the Swiftcast now line up? I would say so, yeah. Most of the characters I have completed their storyline, so yeah. You're catching me at the end. Oh, yeah. We're pretty much there then, huh? I'm gonna finish up Tomi now.
Well, well.
Yeah, see, I told you just needed to get to level 90 and it would make sense. That's awesome! So you really like Summoner that you went all the way to level 90 with it, huh? Yeah, Fire Emblem Engage, which is, I guess, 2 weeks from now. Because today's Friday, but I don't think we're beating this game this Friday, so yeah. Next Friday will be the last Friday before we play some Fire Emblem.
This girl. New building, same old sleepyhead.
Oh, you did pick a Black Mage! What is it, night and day difference from Summoner? Because the mobility, you definitely lose out on that mobility. But if you play properly, you don't need to move a lot. But that comes with just playing the job and learning the intricacies of it.
Usami-chan! I've been meaning to tell you. I found a cafe with some amazing looking cakes.
Ooh.
Shall we go there after school? That's the same thing you said before we left. Hmm? You've been acting strange today.
Huh. Interesting. What's going on? I'm actually surprised you haven't touched Red Mage. I thought you would have went to Red
We went
Mage
to the
instead of
ruined
Black
future.
Mage next.
You really don't remember? You said that this morning, too. I've never heard of Ruined Future. What kind of shop is it?
Oh, fucking Haru, dude. I love her.
Shikishima's a conglomerate with political ties. They made it big during the Meiji modernization.
All good, Zach. It was nice seeing you, man. Take care, and I'll catch you around, bud. The damage feels good on Black. Really? You're gonna stick it out and learn Black Mage? Hey, let's get it. Let's get it.
You always see their branches on Employer of the Year lists. Back in the Meiji era, they were shipbuilders. But they expanded into aviation and a bunch of other things. During the war, they did a lot of weapons R&D. And now they make everything from home appliances to rockets. Shikishima Industries is just one of those branches. Their machinery is known all over the world.
Yeah, like I said, Black Mage is one of the highest damage dealers in the game, so the numbers will definitely look good. It's just sometimes you feel like you have to move a lot if you don't save Swift Cast or Insta-cast spells for those moments.
Megumi. Were they planning on fighting those things? In the far-off future, Shikishima planned to colonize other planets. And the kaiju were tools for terraforming the surface. What are they doing here in the past?
Yeah, I say I'm surprised you didn't try Red Mage because you were playing the old games and it seemed like you liked Red Mage, dear, so I was wondering if you were gonna do it next, but yeah. From what you told me, though, you may not actually like Red Mage. It does come with dual casts. So when you do one spell, you could do another one right away. So you do big bursts, like a quick burst. But then you have to just sit there and wait for the cooldown. And it also has melee combos. But from what you told me from Samurai, you said you didn't like that you had to come into melee range to attack. And unfortunately, that's a majority of like the playstyle. Like, your range attacks with dual cast, that's only there to build up your resources so you could do your main damage, which is your melee combo, so I don't know how you'll feel about that one. At least from what you told me, I think you won't enjoy it, but maybe if you give it a shot, you might find it better, I don't know. But yeah, I remember Red Mage now, I was like, oh yeah, you have to do melee more than you actually cast.
Oh yeah, we went way deep underground. You were freaking out. You've got to remember that, right? Underground? You mean the downstairs food court at the mall? No.
Dude, she's completely oblivious. Oh my god.
She doesn't remember a thing about what just happened. That's not something you can just forget. It's more like her memories were rewritten. As if she never went there at all. The school marked us absent those days. But she's acting like she's been here the whole time. It's crazy. Did that underground computer do this? Hey, I'm glad you remember at least. Miwako has no memory of the whole ordeal. To her, it's like nothing ever happened. And Shinonome-senpai? She doesn't even remember my face.
So that's what Sekigahara meant about being managed. Damn.
If that's true, then everyone here's in the same boat, right? My mom? The people of my city? Maybe they're all hidden somewhere, being monitored. It all comes down to that underground computer. I bet it has the answers. I'm gonna go back there.
What? Dude, are you crazy? The place is crawling with androids.
I'm pretty good at hiding.
Dumbass, you'll die. Besides, how the hell do you plan on getting there?
If we use the gate again, we can return to that era.
Do you even know how?
I don't think Morimura would be much help. And Shinonome-senpai? She was looking at me real suspiciously. Oh, I know! Sekigahara-kun! I'll find him and...
Calm down. Just think about it for a sec. You really want to mess with that thing? Shit's dangerous. And you know, if you get stranded again, you might be stuck for good.
I guess when you put it like that, maybe you've got a point. I should slow down and think a little. But still.
So now this is where Neji story come into play. Because she always seemed like when we were playing as his storyline, she came in the middle of a conversation and we never got the full combo. But this is the full combo.
Now that I think about it, why do you care? Don't tell me. You're worried about me that much? Am I really that important to you?
Oh, shut up. Go ahead and die for all I care. It's just... I'd feel pretty shitty being the one who let you do it.
Huh. So that's how it is. So... what? You want me to just sit on my ass until something happens?
I get it, alright? We'll think of something together. Just don't go rushing off on your own.
Interesting, so we don't talk to Iori here?
Well, look what we got here. Ogata, most punchable face in the city. I think it's about time we settled our shit.
Hey now! Come on, you're fighting again? Stop that!
Hey, stay out of this, idiot.
What do we got here? Don't tell me this little bitch is your girl. Didn't know you were into elementary schoolers. That's messed up, man.
The hell did you just say? You wanna say that again? Say it to my face. Come on!
Hey, stop it!
That's only a taste of what
Hey,
you
what's up,
deserve,
Alex?
asshole.
How you doing, baby?
Here. Oh, whatever you want.
Okay, see you, bye.
I can't keep waiting around like this. We'll think of something together. Yeah, right. Keep your word next time, dummy.
So isn't this where we die? Interesting, we don't die.
Another day, another waste of time. There has to be a gate here somewhere.
Really?
Was it all
Isn't
just
that
a
game
weird
like 3
dream?
or 4 CDs?
Oh, stop it, me. If I start to doubt myself, it's all over. I've got a lot more investigating to do. When we arrived, the gate was right here. If I stand here, I should be able to go back.
Oh, really? Huh, I thought it was
That's
much
what I
bigger.
think.
What am I thinking of
What
then?
do I do to get it to show up?
Hmm.
Maybe there's a switch somewhere. Huh? Whoa!
Here we are, 1985. Do you know what you have to do?
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I'd be questioning my sanity. It's so absurd, my head's going to burst.
You can head back and rest up.
Okay,
Ah,
Don't
interesting.
worry, I won't be going anywhere. I just need to ensure Chihiro Morimura doesn't find out. Time to pull a
An
few tricks on the gate
experience.
and cover our tracks.
See you.
So is that code for like what I like to use when I say a game's an experience, when it's like pretty much bad? Is that what you're saying? Because that's what I say when I say like, yeah, you know, that game was an experience. I experienced it. I usually mean I didn't like it at all, but you know, I don't get into details. They run out of so they were rushed. Okay, gotcha. I guess I understand what that means. They run out of time. So the quality from disc 1 to disc 2 dropped dramatically, huh?
Finally found my inn.
Like probably on all regards.
So... You there. You seem to be able to access the gate.
Who are you?
Tomi Kisaragi. And you are... Okino-kun. A guy who doesn't want to be caught by Morimura. Right? Now then. Won't you do something for me? You don't have much of a choice.
I like how everyone just blackmails in this game. Blackmail! It should be 13 blackmailers. That's what it should have been called. Wait, what? Interesting. So I'm not done with her story yet. Yeah, it's a shame. Isn't there more Xenogear games, though? Or is there only one Xenogear? Do they at least get explained properly? Like this game, like, you know, if I told you about that, I'm like, I would have said like, yeah, this game's almost similar. There's just plot twist after plot twist. But if you play it enough, you finally get all the files where the plot twist makes sense. Like, do they at least eventually make sense in that one? Or it's just shoehorned in? Ah, 3 Saga. Interesting. Damn. Even back in the old days, they rushed him to finish games, huh?
Let's go.
Yeah, that's why, like, I'm in no rush for Kingdom Hearts 4 to be released anytime soon. Like, if it takes them another 5 years, as long as the product is good and sustained quality, I wouldn't mind. But I know a lot of people want it to come out because they're, you know, they have an itch to play another Kingdom Hearts game. But they don't like play a lot of genres, or they just don't have that many different IPs that they're interested in. One, because they haven't gone out and just tried things to see if they would like them or not, or you know, maybe they have limited time, they have real life and stuff, so when they do get to play, they want to play things they're familiar with and comfy, right? So it's like, there's those bunch of people and they're loud. But I don't think they will have any influence on Kingdom Hearts 4 releasing. If anything, it will be the shareholders.
Cool.
When their well runs dry, they're like, we need more money. Release Kingdom Hearts 4. I need more money in my well. Okay? It's running dry. I don't care if it's not finished. I need more money.
Those government spooks are keeping an eye on me. At this rate, they could just take me away and nobody would ever know.
What? Really? 2 years per game? This sounds freaking ludicrous when you think about it. Like the games, like the good games, this day and age, they take like what, 4 to 5 years to release good quality games, like God of War. I'm thinking of. I don't know how long Persona 5 from 4 took, but it feels like the quality of games, you need a substantial time to make them and polish them and everything, so when they release, they're good, right? So that just sounds hilarious to me. It's almost like he left that team and then he went to Activision and he's like, you know, when I used to work for Square Enix, I had a 2-year policy. But you guys are so much better, I'm going to give you a 1-year policy. Every year, I want a Call of Duty to be released. Yes, sir. Like, that's what it feels like. He swapped teams and now he works for Activision. A new Call of Duty game every year. He works for EA, a new sports game every single year. It's like, oh man, that shit's hilarious. Like, how little change there is from 2002 to 2003. Yet it sells millions every time. Now that is hilarious. As a consumer, knowing how ridiculous that is, that it wouldn't change much. But also, how much money they make off of it, and how dumb people are that they buy it year after year after year. Now that shit's funny. I find that hilarious.
Yuki Inaba was right about everything. There was a boundary. So here we are, in 30 kilometers of city.
That's funny.
And beyond that, nothing. Wish I could pretend it was all a dream. My own private little adventure with Yuki-chan.
Wow. That definitely sounds condensed.
Back in my dream, he called himself Tetsuya Ida. We look identical, but that's not my name, so... Well, it's not just our names. He and I are totally different people. In my dream, her soul was in an android body. That's gotta be the craziest feeling. What would it even be like, not having a body of your own?
Well... I wouldn't mind being in an android's body. One, I don't need to use the bathroom anymore, or take showers, or need to eat. They don't gain weight, so you don't have to worry about, like, exercise. Oh my god! They don't need to sleep? Do robots need to sleep? I don't think they need to sleep, right? I could just plug in a charger, like, on my phone or something, and I could stay up the whole night playing games. Oh, dude! I would love to be an android. Holy shit, they got all the perks!
The way Miyuki Inaba tells it, those dreams weren't from the future like I thought they were. They already happened. It's all in the past. So she was watching me this whole time? On behalf of that shady outfit? Is that why she approached me at all? Yuki-chan. No, wait. I'm the one who approached her. And she has to keep an eye on me? Well, hey, Maybe this isn't so bad after all.
He also works for Game Freak now? Yo, I mean, you know, it may sound like a ridiculous requirement back then, but look at him now, right? He just works for so many different publishers. He's very successful. Oh, wow. So I could see, like, people getting lost and confused there, huh? Yeah. I mean, it's been, what, like, it has to be been 20 years, right? They haven't made any mention of trying to remake Xenogear, but give it that time it needed to finish it off and polish out the disc 2. They haven't said anything about that. I mean, I'm pretty sure they haven't, right? Like, it's been it had to have been 2 decades by now. That's a shame. That is a shame.
So she's been monitoring me this whole time? She's actually some Secret Service government spy? That's crazy. Also, not gonna lie, weirdly hot.
What the fuck? Boy, what the hell is you into?
Shukun, please help me.
Hey!
He knows I'm here now. He's going to try to have me eliminated.
What? Wait, what do you mean, eliminated? There's so much I still don't get here. I need a real explanation.
I know. But I had to hack my way in to reach you. My connection won't last long.
So 2 and 3 are an extension of what Xenogears, like Disc 2 was supposed to be? Oh. I guess I'm not following.
You mean Tetsuya Ida?
Yes,
Why is he after you?
because I'm helping you. I was right. He's trying to reset Project Ark.
He wants to reset it. What would that do?
The world would be destroyed by kaiju. Everything will be gone. They want to start over. They want to restart this world from the beginning. They've done it before. And a reset means you would be erased too.
But he doesn't understand you can't reset anymore. We're on the last reset. Okay. Yeah, I only remember playing up to the desert in Xenogears when I was little. And then I got stuck on a battle, like it just kept kicking my ass and I couldn't beat it, so I stopped playing. That's the furthest I went into Xenogears, so I wouldn't have there's no way I recall the story. All I remember was the desert area kicked my ass.
You're talking about kaiju now?
You've already seen them.
You mean those things in my dreams?
The Sentinels were built to fight those kaiju. To defend the world you call home.
So it's just space beyond the enclosure walls. That means we're in some huge spaceship, right? Why does all of this exist? Why cover up the truth?
There's a supercomputer hidden below your town. We call it Universal Control. It has led you to believe you live in Japan, in a certain historical era.
Why?
Possibly to make your lives easier? Possibly to make you easier to manage. Even I couldn't tell you the real reason.
So why are you trying to help us?
You still don't know who I am. You and I have met many times in your dreams.
He sounds like Nominee right there.
Wait. You're not Tetsuya Ida, are you?
You might be overthinking this. Shukun, please. We don't have much time. Please, give it some more thought.
Inaba, Miyuki. Miyuki. Oh! Are you Yuki-chan?
No. I'm not Yuki-chan. Shukun, you really don't know? We've met in your dreams. Please think a little harder.
I know the answer is Tomi. I just want to see what
Well,
the dialogue is for
Miyuki
this.
Inaba, right?
Yes. And no. Miyuki Inaba is a disguise. You should know what my real name is. Please give it some more thought.
Alright. We went through the options.
Oh, that song from my dream. You don't mean you're...
You finally realized. This is how I got past Universal Control. I sang on an inconspicuous broadcast with all my heart. Just like I used to.
Kisaragi.
Yes, it's me. But a different Tomi Kisaragi from the one in your world. I'm not human anymore. Just data on a computer. But that's exactly how I can still help you.
She's been reaching out to me, using my TV set to break through the walls that separate us. She's the Tomi Kisaragi I saw in my dreams. The Tomi Kisaragi who has no body left. Just a mind inside a machine.
So sometimes when like my TV or monitor come on its own, is that some like human data left over trying to talk to me? Oh shit, maybe I should listen next time instead of just turning it off again. That would be hilarious if that was a parody. It's like, man, who keeps turning on the TV? I'm trying to go to sleep. Shut your ass up.
Oh no. He's at Sector 3's terminal.
just throw him.
Help me, Shukun. If we don't stop him, he'll erase me.
What should I do?
Inside the outer walls. I hid your Sentinel in...
Hey! No, come on! Don't leave me hanging like this! She's gone. What happens if I go there? Can I really make a difference? I can already tell this is gonna be a huge mess. Nope. Nope. A girl has asked for my help. I can't just run away from this. I'll go. And I'll figure out the rest when I get there.
Yeah. Girl from a TV told you to go help her. What the fuck?
Sudden moves and I shoot.
Shinonome-senpai.
How the hell did she find us?
The door was locked. How did you get in?
I broke the lock.
With that gun?
There was an agent, too. I put him to sleep.
So she broke the lock. So she was the same one that broke the lock in Natsu in the night. But she's confirming she broke it here.
You were at the park with him. Are you with the shady spy bureau too?
Yes.
So, what do you want with me?
I need your Sentinel.
My Sentinel?
Call it here.
That's a thing I can do? I have no idea how. Senpai, I'm sorry. But I've got something I need to do.
You want me to shoot you?
I have to go stop Ida. Huh?
Sounds like we're on the same side. Past the tunnel?
Yeah. That's where the Sentinel's hidden. Apparently.
That's some Sentinel. It must weigh hundreds of tons. How does it fly in the air? But what I really don't understand is how you controlled it without any problems. Piloting a Sentinel damages you, like what happened to me. So most people can't operate them.
What? You mean piloting a Sentinel did all that stuff to you? You know, it's not too late to turn back.
It is too late.
Easy, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna give up now. The girl's in trouble. You know where you're going, don't you, Senpai?
There are 2 terminals that have been analyzed so far. Sector 1 and Sector 3. But we can only get into one of them. That'd be the terminal in Sector 3.
Not really sure I'm following here.
Mr. Ida was supposed to take me with him. But he took Takamiya-san instead.
Yuki-chan? What's he planning with Yuki-chan?
He needed biometric ID from one of us. It's the only way he can access the terminal. But now he's put the gate into lockdown. That means a Sentinel's the only way to shift in.
It's just up ahead.
Wait.
Are you okay?
What is this place?
The outer walls of the spaceship, I guess.
It's a spaceship? What are you talking about?
Oh, whoa,
Ooh, I'm getting
okay, so
chills.
you never found out that part. It's a long story.
This doesn't make sense. How could there be a facility like this in a tunnel?
I don't know how, but there is. Let's look for the Sentinel.
It's really here. The one I saw at the park.
Miyuki and Abba hid it here.
That would be crazy. If you ever reach like the glitch part where they didn't code it, and you find out in the real world that we're living in a digital world, that would be trippy.
So, now what?
Well, activate it.
Yeah, but how?
How did you do it before?
I don't know, it just kinda happened.
What about your activation switch? You should have one somewhere on your body.
A switch?
Where nanomachines were shot into you. That's where code was injected into your system. So that should be where your switch is.
Oh yeah, I got shot. I think she got me... right around here?
Swipe across it. See if that starts things up.
Here goes nothing. So I just swipe it like this?
Okay, I see you. So yeah, I'm in. But for something so big, well, this cockpit looks like a single-seater.
If it shares design elements from number 14, there should be a maintenance hatch somewhere. From there, I could set the shift destination.
Okay, let me look. I found it, I think.
Where is it?
In the back.
Huh. He says number 14. Who's number 14?
How's it looking down there?
I've set the shift destination. Now you just need to confirm it.
Okay, here we go. This thing better not let us down. What happened here? It's like a world after an apocalypse. That's Sakura High. It looks a lot like where we live. No, it's in ruins. But that is our city.
We were in Sector 4. What you're looking at is Sector 3.
Okay. So there really is more than one enclosure.
It's down there. The bottom of that hole is the terminal.
Looks like we'll fit right through. I guess we're going down.
Yuki! Freeze! Any closer and I shoot her.
So, found a way through on Shu Amiguchi's Sentinel? I suppose this is because I chose Takamiya-kun over you. Those emotional impulses of yours really do try my patience.
That's not why, Mr. Ida.
So he doesn't know Mr. Ida up until this point.
Back in my dream, he called himself Tetsuya Ida. We look identical, but that's not my name, so... Well, it's not just our names. He and I are totally different people. Miyuki Inaba needs my help. I have to stop Ida somehow. Or else, he's going to erase her. It doesn't matter. I don't care what group Yuki-chan's wrapped up in. I'm going to save her. You're Tetsuya Ida, huh? I know about you. I've seen a lot of your past. Well, that's inconvenient. She's still transplanting memories, then. Well, I know you too. Perhaps better than anyone else could. After all, I've known you all your life. Ever since I dropped you off as a newborn. Dropped me off? I placed you into the Amiguchi family as a child. Then, you're saying... You are genetically identical to me. You are Tetsuya Ida.
What the fuck, dude?
Yuki-chan's got nothing to do with this. Let her go. I'm afraid she's a vital part of the process. I need her biometrics to access the computer. You should know this is partly your fault. Up until now, I had simply been borrowing your ID. But then you had to go and access your Sentinel, which means authorization has been restored to you.
Who are you? Are you 426? Who is 426 work for?
Miyuki Inaba said something about this. She said she knew me through my ID. Probably because he's the one she was trying to track. Yuki-chan, don't worry. We're gonna get you out of this.
Amiguchi.
You have feelings for Yuki Takamiya, I take it? Yeah, I love her.
Bro.
Under any other circumstance.
Bro, this is the third time they dropped the I love you out of nowhere. They only spend time like 2-3 times cutscene, that's it? And they love each other? What is up with kids these days? Come on, man.
It'd be fascinating. Genetically identical, but our experiences made us very different people indeed. A shame. There is nothing you can do to change this. Miyuki Inaba.
Ida-kun.
So here you are at last. Your singing gave you away. I recognized it instantly. I'm still your biggest fan, believe it or not.
Ida-kun, please. Think this over.
I have to start things over for the two of us.
This is a mistake.
I'm afraid you're the one who's mistaken. It's too late. This place will be gone soon enough anyway. Or do you have some other option to share?
Even if I did, you wouldn't listen to me. Not the way you are now.
Damn.
Stop! I won't let you erase her! Erase her? Please. I love Tomi Kisaragi.
There we go again.
There's no need for anything as drastic as that. But I do need to silence her as a precautionary measure.
You can cut off communications, but I'm not going to give up.
I don't need to cut off communications. It doesn't matter where you are. After all, you're a Sentinel AI now. She's in a Sentinel? And I happen to have command authorization over the Sentinels. All of them up to number 19.
That's impossible. Wait, Ida-kun. I'm in orbit right now. I'm watching this all from the command ship's computer. And I can see everything. I know what'll happen to that whole area. The reset will change everything. It'll all be broken down and rebuilt, but...
Indeed. A new beginning for you and me.
No, you don't understand.
Attention! Emergency protocol. Force shut down Sentinel number 16.
Don't!
Inaba!
He didn't let her finish. Yeah, it's been 4 times. It just drops out of like nowhere, man. It's like, what?
Bastard! She'll be asleep until all of this is over. That's the last variable taken care of. I think our work here is done. We're returning to Sector 4. And you're coming with us, Shu Amiguchi. As will you, Shinonome-kun. Come on. You know you need me. Hey, really? That's my girl. We're leaving. Collect the equipment. I know what you've really been trying to do. Back then, All those nights in the lab, you weren't trying to bring her back. You wanted to remake Kisaragi the way you wanted her to be. Ida, you think we're the same person? You're nothing like me. I'd never use a girl as some tool.
Little shit! Stop right there!
Don't move.
Damn it.
Hamiguchi-kun, hurry.
Right.
Damn! I didn't expect him to have the balls to punch him.
You hurt, Yuki-chan?
Hamiguchi. Shinonome!
You can be such an inconvenience. Speaking of...
Hamiguchi!
Takamiya-kun, I suggest you come quietly, or Amiguchi will suffer the consequences.
You son of a bitch!
Yuki-chan, don't risk it! If we could hurry this up...
On it, sir. What?
They vanished. Did they shift? Yuki.
You just left the boy. You just left him in Sector 4.
So this goes there.
Oh, he actually knew how to use it. Okay.
So that's all set. Then let's do... this. No dice.
You need to take this seriously.
Hey, you want to do this yourself? Be my guest.
Keep it cool. He's doing fine.
Yuki-chan, I promised I'd save her. I'm going after her, no matter what it takes.
It doesn't seem as if the director's coming back. Which means it may be up to us to find our way back home. Probably best to work together for now.
So you guys really have no idea how to work all this stuff?
Our intel suggested it's just not possible for us. The only ones with clearance and ability are the special miners. But we'll certainly make an effort.
No clues? Nothing? Really?
Can't your robot do something to solve this? It's capable of transporting us across time, correct?
Hell if I know, man. My senpai was the one who set up the time travel. Sure, I can fly the thing, but I'd have no idea how to get us home. How much does your organization know? Do they have any real info on how this place works?
Well, it's a UFO made by scientists of the future. Since before our time, it's been buried here, deep underground.
Okay, so you're basically clueless. Sound about right?
Yeah, if anyone ever told me that there's a UFO buried underground, I'd be
Come on,
yeah,
out of the way.
Okay. It's actually funny though, because near Automata had a UFO buried underground for a while. That's where they died and were buried.
This is nothing like my microcomputer at home. Damn it. This doesn't look good. I can't help Miyuki and Aba. I can't even go after Yuki-chan. What am I supposed to do here? Where'd the
console go? Did it work? No. It just started moving by itself. Minami?
Amiguchi-kun?
The data unit.
Men in Black.
Okay. So that's how they get caught. Interesting.
Well, well.
Alright, I'm gonna go pee real quick, and then we'll pick up this story. Finally, all the pieces are coming together, boys. Let's go. Alrighty, I am back. I got me a croissant. Do you guys like croissants? Wow, it's so flaky. Mmm. What am I doing? Damn it.
Mighty Kaiju Daimos. They're showing it at the theater right now.
Huh. He's talking to himself again.
It better be. You know, I had Nutella. I had the option to put Nutella in it, but now hear me out. Hear me out. It might sound a little ridiculous, but I took me a nice little spoonful of marmalade on it. The marmalade with the tangy citrus marmalade. It was an orange marmalade on a crispy, flaky croissant. It actually goes well because then you have those little like the big pieces of the marmalade in there, and it adds a nice texture of like crunch and chew to the soft, flaky croissant. And it's like a citrusy, buttery, flaky, nice mouthfeel and taste that's going on, okay? Don't judge me, it was pretty good. Love me a good croissant, especially with butter and Nutella. Oh damn, you take it up a step, butter and Nutella. Like I said, I did have Nutella, but I already had a few with Nutella this week, so I was like, let's try and change it up, and I enjoyed the marmalade a lot.
Usami-chan, would you like to get crepes on our way home?
I'd love to, but I've kinda got somewhere to be.
Okay.
Aww, poor Haru.
Usami-chan, you've been acting strange lately. Are you okay? You seem kind of stressed out.
But you're just fine, right?
Hey, I'm worried about you. Iori-chan! Shall we go home together?
Sorry, I have plans.
You too?
Aww.
Sorry, Miwa-chan.
Poor
It's
girl.
okay. I'll go home by myself.
Well, it's about that time.
Yeah.
I should head out too. See you, Miwa-chan.
Bye.
It is good, dude. I'm not lying. It's really good.
Something up? You're staring.
It's nothing.
Yeah, that's really good. Does it now? Interesting. I did not know that. That's how it works. I'll have to add some, next time I eat mine. Oh man. That is just so good. You know, I brought it here thinking it would be something I would snap on as we play through the run, but I gobbled that shit up, boys. That shit was good. That fresh citrus marmalade on that warm, flaky, crispy croissant. Oui, oui. Oui, oui. That's what I'm talking about. That was good. Alright, what was I doing?
Miwako doesn't remember a thing. But maybe that's for the best. Miwako! I'm heading out.
See you.
Aww. I feel bad for Haru.
The papers. Miss Morimura forgot them again.
Huh. Can I follow him?
I'm late.
Good question. Oh, it's level 90. Because, yeah, in this expansion, I was playing Melee for Savage Raid, and I was going to go hard on it. Yeah. It's level 90. I think it should be, because I was playing Samurai, and I was leveling up all the melee jobs in case, we would run double melee. So it should be 90. Why do you ask? Yep, I just checked. It's level 90. All my melees are level 90. Same with the range. All casters? Except, Red Mage. Red Mage is only 86. Because, yeah, I don't like Red Mage. Surprisingly, I have my healers almost finished, all of them, before my tanks. And I hate healing, man. But yeah, they just made, what's that class called? The one with the lasers healer? Sage? Yeah, they made Sage so good. Oh, such a good class.
There you are.
Ah. So the story literally starts off with us being like 90% in the game. Interesting. No wonder it was so fucking confusing. I was thinking about picking it up. Did you get your controller, by the way? Cause,
Back at it again with the skirt and wig, huh? What a weirdo.
I just didn't get a chance to change. As I said, this is a necessary disguise.
Yeah, I was about to say, so if you got your controller, the only downside I would say with Dragoon is, it has a lot of buttons. It's the most bloated button job there is in the game. Unless they've changed it since I last played. I haven't played since last year winter. In PvE content. I played PvP in spring, but I didn't touch PvE at all, so I don't know if they changed Dragoon to be less buttons, but yeah, the only downside of Dragoon is just so many buttons. Outside of that, though, the class is good. Don't get me wrong, like, the class is good. But if you would want to know my pros and cons of it, it's very flashy, it does a lot of damage as utility, and it's a good melee job. The con? It has a lot of buttons. It has a lot of buttons. Like, I'm not gonna, like, hide that from you. Like, it has a lot of buttons. And I know you enjoyed the comfiness of Summoner because it had a limited amount of buttons that you could play with and stuff, but nah, Dragoon, you're gonna be pressing at least maybe, like, 8 to 11 buttons. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. Like, that's the only con of the job if you're asking me. So, yeah. Maybe in the next couple days? Really? Yeah, I could have sworn you said it was coming this week. Damn, they're delayed on the shipping, huh? Yeah, man, that's the only downside. It's the buttons. And I know that's a big, like, you know, hit or miss kind of thing, especially when you're playing on controllers, because I couldn't find a spot on my controller to fit all the buttons, and I had a separate one for AoE and single target, and I still was, struggling to find spots for them. So hopefully, in 7.x, they, cut down the buttons to help out Dragoon. At least just cut down Dragoon's buttons. Like, the other ones are fine, but Dragoon, man, it's too much.
Bold words for someone who can't be bothered to make it here on time.
Sorry. Anyway, you're going to do this for me, right?
Let's go. Get in position.
Oh, and you got Prime? Oh, big F, dude. They just took your money and they're like, haha, gotcha, bitch. You thought you were getting Prime delivery on this? Nope. You're getting standard shipping. Suck a dick. Interesting. So we come back. Remember, he was stuck here. Now, what happened to Natsu?
What?
But we did come back and he's here now.
Amiguchi?
What happened to Natsu and the Men in Black, then? Interesting. Well, I don't see them on the left. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna see them on the right. What? Oh, damn, dude. Damn, that's fucked.
What are you doing here?
That's what I should be asking you. Well, whatever. Who's that little cutie?
Oh, come on.
Hear that? You're a cutie, apparently.
I'm not complaining.
Oh, there she is.
What are you doing? Stay back. They might be with the black suit guys.
BJ says he knows them.
Natsuno?
Usami!
You're here too? Why?
This little guy led me here.
Sekigahara's robot?
I see. The two of them will speed up the process. Hello, Okino. I am like this now, but...
You're Miura. Sekigahara told me.
What is your goal?
To save the girl trapped in orbit.
Oof.
Then we are on the same path.
Oof. Did they mention anything about, like, reimbursing those days, then? Or it's just tough luck, kid? Tough luck. You just got fucked.
Amiguchi-kun surprised me enough as it is. But seriously, you too, Usami? I can't believe you're all time traveling.
This is actually where I'm from.
Whoa, you came from the future?
Does anyone else know about this stuff?
Let's see. Yuki-chan from Class 1A, Miura-kun too.
What? That guy?
It's just funny they're all finding out that they could all time travel.
So you're here to help number 16 too?
My own Sentinel is there.
Sentinel number 17. So that's how it is. Both 16 and 17 were put into orbit.
They went to an unknown man-made artifact in space.
We've briefly gotten a hold of it from here. But we don't quite understand what it is.
Number 16 would know the answer.
Damn.
Last
Big F.
time we got through to her when I touched something over there. But now...
It won't respond. Not even with Kisaragi's biometric ID. She's completely inaccessible now.
Hugh Amiguchi may know the reason.
But damn, yo, you're going hard. You got your summoner to 90, now you're doing your crafters. So much for, getting Final Fantasy 3 done, huh? Just on that 14 addiction.
You wanna know why? Ida did it himself. He shut down her Sentinel.
Ida, huh?
Yeah. Something about authorization?
He must have used his security authorization to issue the command. So that's what happened.
You created the Sentinels. Perhaps you can clear the authorization.
Worth a try. Help me out.
So, why are you here?
I can't turn down a cry for help. Especially not from the one and only Miyuki Inaba.
Miyuki Inaba? You mean that idol?
Well, yeah. She talked to me through a TV program. You guys call her number 16, but she's actually another you.
I knew it. That song. It sounded a little different in the style of the 80s. But it's just like when I sang back in middle school. And Inaba. That's my username. I became an idol? Seriously?
Aww. Interesting. That's funny.
The preparations are complete. Kisaragi, as you scan your ID to grant access, the authorization will be reset, and the Sentinel will reboot. Go ahead and unlock it.
I mean, there wouldn't be any chance that you're dual monitoring it, right? That you have 3 on one monitor and 13 on the other, or 14 on the other. That would be insane if you're tryharding it that much. Because I'm assuming you're level 99 on the jobs that you were doing, right? Already?
Here goes. No good?
The Sentinel started up normally.
I see. Ida-kun shut me off.
We all came to save you. Sorry it's a little late.
Thank you.
Access is clear.
Don't worry. Universal Control doesn't suspect a thing. To it, this appears to be a simple video broadcast.
So you're Miyuki Inaba?
Also known as Tomi Kisaragi. Just like you.
Please tell me, what is all this? What's going on?
I would like information as well.
Do you trust me?
Well, you're me, right? I won't get anywhere if I can't even trust myself.
I was shifted to the orbiting command ship.
Command ship?
For the second phase of the Interstellar Development Project. It's an artificial satellite that presides over terraforming.
Terraforming?
The very ground you stand on is proof. The second phase was a resounding success.
No way!
So the D-forces were used to develop land.
Originally, yes. They were designed as heavy machinery for that purpose.
You mean, it's really true? We're not on planet Earth. Huh?
I've seen it with my own eyes. The whole city's less than 30 kilometers long. I thought it was on a spaceship, though.
Unbelievable. What about the other countries I'd been investigating?
Universal Control alters the information you receive. It does whatever's necessary to make things appear consistent. Shukun is telling the truth.
You know, that's kind of scary, right? You guys know whenever you go on a website that they have to authorize you to go on that website? Obviously, it doesn't seem like it, right? Because it's like literally less than a millisecond, and they already grant you access to like the common websites. But yeah, it's scary to think about. I mean, I guess it's for anyone in like foreign countries. That's why like some websites are just, you can't go on them. Like China bans a bunch of stuff because they don't have access to it. Black Belt, Summoner Bard, and something else. That's how far you've been on the 14 grind that you don't even remember the 4 jobs anymore. Viking, wasn't it? Wasn't it supposed to be Viking? It's all good though, at least you're having fun in 14, right? Yeah. Makes you wonder what this Universal Control's doing.
From here, I can see the entirety of the residential ward system. All of the terminal controls too.
You're able to control the satellite from your Sentinel?
It does have some limitations, of course. But it is possible. Because I'm Tomi Kisaragi.
Huh?
She's the one who designed the second phase of interstellar development. She was a terraforming researcher. Watch this log of hers.
Alright, let's get the big lore dump.
February 8th, 2188. Continuing my report.
Damn! She looked good! Oh, can we get that Kisaragi instead? Oh, shit.
I ran the simulation. This was our 25th terraforming attempt. We believe the planet is a Type 57b. In order to reach a habitable state for humanity, the process took 1,800 years. A bit longer than hoped. No further issues up to this point. Oh, and I almost forgot. At Professor Morimura's suggestion, I updated the system on the command ship. It's set to monitor the final phase, surface facilities. Before any harm may come to these facilities, it will determine whether the final phase needs to be redone. As the professor always says, it can't hurt to be safe. Work has been coming along well, but I honestly can't wait to return to the surface.
What was that?
A log from Tomi Kisaragi in the year 2188.
She said some curious things. Like redoing the final phase.
You heard correctly. There's no turning back.
Well, what now?
The command ship will fall below the horizon soon. We'll be disconnected for quite a while.
Are there any measures we can take?
Yes. But I believe there's only one way through this.
And what's that?
Universal control. It needs to be altered. And the only ones who can do that are all of you. Trust in me. And get into the Sentinels.
I love how Natsu didn't have a single line. She was just chilling back there the whole time. Alright. Got you. Oh, wow. Whoa, dude, we're almost done? Wait a minute, before we continue, 16? Well, I guess I'm not almost done, because there is a battle log. Unless that's supposed to be endgame content. Does it tell me who's who? Okay, so 16 and 14. Who's 16 and 14? Huh. You're 14. And you're 16. Hmm. And that guy said he had control from 1 through 19. But he's number 20, so theoretically he had control from 0 to 20. So he couldn't control you, or you. Everyone else I think he could control. That's why he was able to fake it. Dude, oh my god. Remember when I said he was trying to frame him? He made it look like it came from his Sentinel with 426, but it was him the whole time. Oh my god. Damn, I'm good. I knew it was getting framed. There was like no way that's happening. Okay. So I was right. He was getting framed. And I did lead it back to Ida. I just wasn't confident to confirm that it was him, because I'm like, maybe there's another plot twist somewhere along this. But yeah. Huh.
Easy. Take your time. Do you know where you are? Shinonome-san? Do you know what year it is?
1985.
What's the last thing you remember?
426. He got away from me. I won't let him escape next time.
I see. All right. How are you feeling?
My head really hurts.
Maybe I should keep you here for further observation.
My internal clock just needs a bit to readjust.
You're putting too much of a burden on your nervous system. You need to stop shifting. Do you still have your pills? Make sure you're taking them.
Surveillance footage. We have that now to advance that.
Surveillance footage? That's right. I saw something important. I can't remember. Maybe I should go look again. It was in Shikishima's underground facility in 2105. I just need to get to the gate. This should make me feel a little better.
Take those when your headaches start to get bad. Don't worry.
These files are only for the girls.
That's all we have here. Goto-kun has information on the boys. You can consult with him.
I don't have the list. Why can't we time travel right now?
The gate has been sealed by someone. I'm looking into it.
The gate is locked. There's only one person who could have done it. It's him. It has to be.
So she thinks it's I,
426.
when it's actually
The one that
Ida
set
to
up
lock the
gates in the
gate.
first place.
See how he's
So
setting
stuck
it all
here.
up?
In the past. The source of the disaster that will destroy the world. If we don't capture 426, there's no way we'll be able to withstand the invasion. The source of the disaster. They said the gate's been sealed, but what if it's a lie? A way to try and keep me here. Surveillance footage? I saw something important.
So there was two shifters that were being used. One in the science department right here, but then another one at Tokisaka Shrine. How do they never find each other?
I knew it wouldn't work.
What are you doing?
Morimura.
I locked the gate. You won't be able to use it.
I knew it. It was you. You disabled the gates, not 426.
Oh shit.
Stop being ridiculous. You need to take your pills.
I won't let those damn mind-controlling pills screw with my head anymore!
Oh
Who
damn.
told you that?
I saw it for myself. You're trying to mess with both me and Iori Fuyusaka's heads.
She's getting worse. The code that infected the Sentinels in 2064. It separates the nanomachines from the rest of your brain. Your memories will keep disappearing. Those pills you've been taking, they inhibit that separation. They try to preserve the link. But its effectiveness has been gradually decreasing.
No, I won't believe anything you say. Where's Renya Goto? Are you screwing him up too?
It was you, you know. You were the cause of the infection. You inserted the code that 426 created.
No, just more lies.
It's true.
Goto.
Are they trying to like gaslight her? Was it not Ida?
You were conspiring with Morimura this whole time?
I've told you the truth a number of times, but you weren't able to accept it. You couldn't hold on to the memory.
That's a lie. You messed me up with those pills. You made me confused.
It's all there. You just have to remember. The code that infected the Sentinels. DD-426. You were the one that gave it to Sekigahara.
You're lying.
But who gave her? Are they not thinking about that? Who gave it to her then? I'm still pretty convinced it's Ida. I would need them to actually tell me it's not Ida at this point.
Mr. Ida. For you to ask for me personally? I can't tell you how happy it made me.
I've been waiting. I need you to look at this.
An interlocutor update? Code DD-426.
Uh-huh.
The nanomachines within you. There is a flaw in the program. It is inhibiting you from unlocking the full extent of their power. But there exists a code to fix it.
A flaw?
If we implement this, the Sentinel's capabilities will increase greatly. Morimura-san, however, does not agree.
Why?
She believes the Sentinels are more than capable as they are.
Why is she like that? She's always going against you, Mr. Ida.
If only everyone was as understanding as you.
You mean groomed as she is? So I was right, it's still him. He's the one that has the code and he's gonna give it to her, and then he gives it to I. It's like, come on guys. Renya and Morimori seem like they were the more intellectual one of the group, but they never once asked how did she get a hold of it? Come on, guys.
I want us to give this code a try. It'll be our little secret, of course. And then Morimura-san will see who was right. All you have to do is put this code into the Sentinel.
Yep.
Okay, I'll do it.
So I was right. It was this piece of shit.
An improvement to the Sentinel, huh?
Ryoko-san. What was Ida talking to you about?
Nothing that concerns you.
Guess I'm still just some kid that lives nearby, huh?
A-kun.
A fourth wave is approaching. We need to get ready.
I'll put DD-426 into number 14. Or I'll put it into number 15. A-kun Sentinel. Mr. Ida's right. And now, A-kun will know it too.
See? So while she did put it inside, she was given the
After you
code by
shifted,
Ida.
You went missing. It took a long time to get you back. When we finally did, your condition was already terminal. We've been able to keep it at bay with the medication, but the destruction of your memories has already begun.
For you, we tried to reinforce your memories with nanomachines, but it hasn't gone well.
We thought if we let you roam free, that your memories would stabilize.
However, your memories kept failing. It only made you become further detached from reality.
Even still, it is imperative that you remember. Only you can clear the infection within the Sentinels. Because only you know the password. We don't have much time. Please, you must remember.
Stop! It's all my fault. It can't be. It's just lies.
You're awake.
Who are you?
Try and remember.
A-kun?
That's right.
I can't remember my name.
Ryoko Shinonome.
Is that my name? It doesn't sound familiar. Oh, right. I need to find... What was I looking for again? I can't remember.
You don't have to anymore. You don't have to look for anything, Ryoko-san. More importantly, how are you feeling?
I feel... good. Refreshed. Peaceful, even.
Maybe it's just not possible.
The nanomachines linked to her memory have all separated. She barely has any memories left.
The memories you implanted in her, what are they?
We did the same for all of you. When you were connected to the learning devices, you gained the knowledge needed to control the Sentinels and the gates. Those memories were backed up in case there was an accident.
So she has her memories of what happened before the incident.
No, not all of them. We only backed up those which pertain to learning.
So all she knows is how to control the Sentinel. Ryoko-san.
The password to remove the infection.
Gone, along with the rest of her memories. We can no longer rely on the Sentinels.
So that's it? You're giving up? There is still one way to use the Sentinels.
No. Further exposure to the infection, and there's no guarantee you'll survive.
He's not talking about himself. After everything you've taken from her, it still isn't enough. I won't let you put her in the Sentinel.
No. No, A-kun. Sentinel number 14. It was made just for me, by Mr. Ida. It's my Sentinel.
Ryoko-san.
I won't let anyone else fight for me.
Damn, she got groomed real well, huh? Poor thing. Well, that's what grooming looks like, boys. Mindless puppet. Interesting, we could finally do his story. And we can't do his until we do Renya's. So he's actually the last one. Interesting. Well, he's only at 14%, so let's get a massive lore dump from this guy now.
It would appear I can no longer rely on Shikishima. Miss Morimura, why did you have to die?
So this is after she dies.
Miss Morimura's death has left the Shikishima execs in disarray. Now they won't let me spearhead the Sentinel project, as if I'm just a child. I doubt my opinion will weigh much in their discussions going forward. Ayame Park, please.
That was pretty quick, Goto-kun.
I checked the corpse at the police station. It was yours, Miss Morimura. There's no doubt about it.
Is that so?
You don't seem too shocked about your death.
Well, it didn't exactly stop me. Here I am, safe and sound.
I suppose that's true. Ever since the battle that ended with the Sentinels infected, Miss Morimura has been pushing this operation as one of its fiercest supporters. This refers to the humans who can control the UFO's mainframe. Those compatible have nanomachines implanted in their bodies.
So, what did the police say?
The cause of death was a gunshot to the abdominal area. No bullet was found in the body, though it's easy to imagine why. The murder weapon was likely from beyond this time, beyond material bullets. Estimated time of death is approximately 1900 hours. You were witnessed running off somewhere with a short-haired student. According to a pedestrian's eyewitness account, anyway.
They found a witness. This era's police really did their due diligence.
An acquaintance of Miss Morimura, described as a short-haired male in a student uniform. Most likely A. Sekigahara. There should have been that drone tracking her movement. So, anything helpful in its footage?
The timing couldn't have been worse. It looks like it was monitoring the government's movement at the time. So she wasn't even under surveillance.
I see.
Any thoughts as to our primary suspect?
The witness statement matches the description of A. Sekigahara.
It did seem like something was wrong with A. Sekigahara's memories. I wouldn't be surprised if he was our murderer.
Though it raises the question of why he'd bother to lure her out. Surely a murderer's optimal scenario is to avoid being spotted at all.
Well, maybe it wasn't premeditated. He could have killed her by accident.
Well, he certainly is the type to brood over things. I can say he's not enough of an idiot to shoot someone on impulse.
But wasn't it this little girl that shot her anyway?
Who else could it be?
She killed herself.
That man with that call sign? Some numerical name.
Logically speaking, he would naturally be another potential suspect. He did attempt to eradicate all the compatibles. He's a dangerous individual, and he's still at large. All that's left of 426 is his consciousness. I don't think I could reliably predict his behavior. He's desperate enough to do anything. 426 certainly isn't above killing. If Ida-san were here, I'm sure he'd declare 426 our primary suspect.
We know he killed at least 4 people. That's why I shot him dead in the end. If he resurrected himself as an android, maybe that would give him a chance at revenge. As a motive, it sounds pretty clear-cut.
Aside from Miss Morimura and Ida-san, 4 others came here for refuge 16 years ago. By the time I'd started assisting Miss Morimura's efforts, they'd already lost their physical bodies. Fortunately, we were able to use the data stored in Sector 0. This allowed us to meld their replicated consciousness with AI. As for how they lost their bodies in the first place, reportedly 426 is doing. He destroyed them all in one fell swoop. According to Ida-san's account, anyway. But if number 16 is to be believed, that's not what really happened. And Miss Morimura should be aware of that. I spoke with the pilot of Sentinel number 16. Back then, she gave Miss Morimura something nobody else would. The truth.
If I recall correctly, 16 is Megumi. No, it's not. 16 is, the bandage girl. Shino. No?
Wait, what do you mean? Could
Okay,
you
I
go
got it
over
wrong.
that again?
Our defensive maneuvers failed. So we decided to stick to the plan. We all headed to the gate to escape. But there was an explosion while we were shifting. From what I can tell, the Type 98 we were shifting in got attacked. But that's the last thing I remember. After that, nothing.
But that means... Is that how your data was damaged? It wasn't some plot by 426 after all? Just an explosion? We never did manage to completely reconstruct your data. I thought it was just that you didn't get converted in time, but... You were all dead before the shift even happened. Ida-kun, you said he killed the 4 of them. I know you did. You said he sabotaged them, killed them.
Given the chance, he certainly would have.
You lied to me?
He already tried to kill us all in the past. You know he'd have tried again if we left him alive. Killing him was the right call.
Huh.
No. That means...
Once again, Ida fucked up. And he was trying to cover his tracks.
I'd like to revisit something you just mentioned. About 426 killing at least 4 individuals. Do you really not remember?
Remember what?
You've read my files, I presume? I gathered quite a lot of material in the past. Most of it is rather outdated, including Ida-san's statement concerning those victims. In other words, your answer is objectively incorrect.
Really? Well, can you blame me? Look at this body I'm stuck with. I'm bound to have some memories confused.
Miss Morimura, I have one more question.
What is it?
Regarding 426, would you say you had any particular feelings toward him?
Feelings? Well, he was certainly a good friend. I felt like he really understood me. Well, used to, anyway. Where's this coming from?
That doesn't make sense. According to number 18, or should I say, Tamao-san, I had a hunch about Miss Morimura's feelings, and my discussion with Tamao-san only confirmed my suspicions.
Goto-kun. I'm sorry for this. I know it's sudden. I need to talk to you.
Did something happen?
It's about Morimura-san. She's been transplanting 426's memories onto Juro-kun. I only just found out.
426? As in the escaped android?
No, not that one. She's using the memory data of the man himself. It was saved during the shift.
In other words, she's trying to use Juro to create another 426?
I did my best to talk her down. She's letting me handle Juro-kun's treatment now. Still, I don't think she's given up on this.
Why is she trying to bring back 426?
Well, I've been giving her some advice about it. And I understand where she's coming from, but... Morimura-san is in love with him.
There's the fifth love.
With 426?
Maybe she always has been. That's why she wants him back as a human.
But she has to know the risks. He's a dangerous man.
True, but that's not exactly what she's remembering. Besides, she's the one who killed him. That guilt is still eating at her. Watch over Morimura-san. And try to keep her away from Juro-kun if you can.
I'll keep that in mind.
Thank you. I can barely take the idea of 1426, let alone 2.
So I was right. Miss Morimura did have feelings for someone.
What does that matter? Is it because he has feelings for her? And now he's jealous?
When Juro Izumi lost his memories, you aimed to use him to revive 426. Make one a vessel for the other. One reason seems most likely. You harbored romantic feelings for him.
Me? With him? You're joking. That Chihiro Morimura was mind-hacked, remember? You said so yourself.
If you recall, I suggested that Miss Morimura was mind-hacked. That idea was based on a certain piece of evidence I found. One particular log.
What log?
If you really are Miss Morimura, then you should already know. 2 years before you were born. Ida-san extracted some information from 426 that in turn led to the discovery of the data log in question.
So who exactly is this, right? Huh.
As for the log itself, it contains footage from the year 2188. It was found buried in the mainframe data during the analysis of 426. You seem very disturbed by me seeing that file. So much so, in fact, that you ended up deleting all of your logs. Would you mind telling me why you did that?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, at the very least, its contents suggested a connection to 426. Or even that he had been manipulating Miss Morimura. The log contained a very interesting report. Apparently, Jiro Izumi downloaded memories onto Chihiro Morimura's clone.
426 was the one who overwrote my memories? So what does that mean? What are you trying to say? Your Morimura and I are both 426?
This is Tetsuya Ida. Don't know why I'm recording this. Nobody's going to hear it. Still, might as well. Not like I have anywhere else to share this. I was in the middle of a routine bug regression test, and I noticed part of the final phase had been altered. The change was made in Chihiro Morimura's host. The setting change looks like it'll trigger a memory overwrite. I don't know anything about the memory's contents, but it says the modifying user was Jiro Izumi. Because someone thought it'd be a great idea to give that guy senior admin ID. And at this point, well, what the hell can we do about it? At least now I have proof. You're all hypocrites anyway. Yes, including you, jackass. So who even cares anymore? None of this matters. We're all dead anyway.
Seems like it's typical Ida. They nailed
the log
him.
inconveniently revealed one of your secrets. One you were desperate to keep me away from. So you deleted it. That's my theory, anyway. Remember where this all began? It was the compatibility experiment. The one that produced you. Based off Miss Morimura's footage and your own admissions, I've completely misjudged the situation. All this time, I believed you were her. But even from the very beginning, you've been your own person.
So, what are you saying? I'm not Chihiro Morimura? If I'm not a duplicate of Chihiro Morimura, then who exactly do you think I am?
You are Chihiro Morimura.
Well, there you have it.
No, not Miss Morimura, the teacher. Professor Chihiro Morimura. The one from the year 2188. And the central figure of Shikishima's interstellar development project.
What? All of that? And that was only 28. God damn. How much more does he got? Holy shit, we got a lot of lore left, boys. We got a big dumpies. We got a big dumper left.
Aegis activation confirmed. The terminal is completely sealed off.
We did it.
They've changed targets. The next terminal is just over there.
They're already on the move.
Can't even let us catch our breath, huh?
I haven't hit my operating limit yet, but I'm going to dismount.
Whoa, hey, then who's taking point?
Pull it together! We don't need orders to kick some ass. You can relax, kids. I'm back in the fight.
I won't be long. It's up to you.
Fine then. Let's roll, Yuki-chan.
Chihiro-san.
Chihiro-san.
Look at that sunset. Just like it was back then. It's beautiful. I'm guessing you were monitoring me with a drone?
I have one locked on to you, yes. Their target's changed. They're coming back this way. It's dangerous here. We need to get you to safety.
Aw, don't tell me you're worried about me. How about you mind your own business? You already know how I feel. This is what I wanted.
Still.
More importantly, can you really afford to waste your time here? Or have you already given up? The invasion is still in its preliminary phase.
I've got time. First, I need to get you somewhere safe.
There are no safe places left. At least, none left for us. We're not safe anywhere. But you know that well enough. You're just losing precious time. Go focus on the job you're supposed to be doing.
Understood. I'll go. You'll find it safer towards the river. If, hypothetically, you wanted to know.
Wait. As long as we're both here, there's something I want to clear up. So, tell me. You were in love with Miss Morimura, weren't you? You said she was mind-hacked. But it was more about you being jealous, wasn't it?
That's hardly...
This may be our last chance to talk. Answer me.
So adorable.
You are correct. Is that what you wanted to hear? That I was driven by some cheap, naive impulse? That I can't think about anything else?
And that's why you brought back my memory too, isn't it? You never cared how you managed to do it. You just wanted her back.
So much.
I'm glad. You really were a slave to your desires. That's the Renya Goto I remember. It means I don't have to like you after all. Thank you. I think that's all I wanted to hear.
Professor,
You should go. After all, we still have our bet. Although it looks like I'm about to win it. You should go.
Miwa!
What's wrong? Did you get separated from your mommy?
Aww, she's so sweet.
Could you leave me alone? It's dangerous out here. Just come with me, okay? Will you just... What are you... Don't worry. If you can't find your mommy, I can help you look. We just have to run away right now, okay? Oh, there you are, Miwako. Asami-chan! I'm so glad you're okay. Jeez, you're so reckless. You shouldn't have come this way.
Kisaragi, that girl is...
I know already. I'll get back to the battle once Miwako's safe. Is someone else here? Of course not. Never mind. The evacuation route's that way. Can I bring her too? Hey! That's fine, just hurry up.
That's interesting. I thought they killed off Miwa.
Strange. I know this is my first time here, but this suddenly makes me feel so... nostalgic.
Sunsets will do that, I find, regardless of time period.
Yes, but... this must be... well, I suppose it must be one of those places. So? Where am I going?
I've rented an apartment under a false name.
Can't be any worse than our last accommodations. As long as it's not Rebel, I'll take it.
My apologies. If it's any comfort, I'm certain nobody will find you there. Not Shikishima, and certainly not Miss Morimura. I suppose we have Ida-san to thank for all this. The funds and paperwork he prepared were invaluable.
Tetsuya Ida. And he's still missing, is he?
Yes. Let's go.
Oh.
Chihiro-san.
You think I'm the professor?
That is what I said. You are Professor Chihiro Morimura, a major figure in Shikishima in the year 2188. Namely, the leader of its space initiative.
What are you even talking about?
Just some hypotheticals. A possible interpretation of the evidence I found.
Okay, say I am the professor. Remember, Miss Morimura is the one who created me. You think that was her plan? She wanted a host for the professor and not herself? How would that make sense? Okay, say I am the... Remember, Miss...
Ever since the battle that ended with the Sentinels infected, Miss Morimura ran an experiment to grant her clone compatibility. She believed that you were synchronized to her. She believed it was her own data she transmitted. But it was the other Chihiro Morimura in Sector 0. And of course, you entered the world as a newborn, incapable of verbal communication. So Miss Morimura never realized her mistake.
This is all speculation.
Certainly, yes. But if I'm right, and you are the professor, I imagine you were in quite a panic yourself. All things considered, it was a staggering deviation from the original plan.
What original plan?
Among the logs from 2188, one of Tetsuya Ida's noted that he'd found an anomaly. Chihiro Morimura was set to undergo a memory transplant in the final phase. And the final phase, well, that would be us.
Huh?
The log from the future I saw first. That would be the comms log I found with my own ID. The first log I checked held some surprises. The author seemed to be an elderly Renya Goto. And the date of recording appeared to be 2188. I assumed it was some future version of myself. One that had time traveled into the far future. But now, I don't think that's the case. I believe it's the other way around. In other words, I myself am a clone of him.
I don't know where you think you're going with this.
A bit of patience, please. There's a little more context I need to provide. Every individual I saw in that log footage, they all created clones of themselves.
Clones? Huh?
I did find a log that proves this point.
What did you see?
A comms log between you and Professor Takamiya. Her field is genetic engineering, I note.
I don't know where you think you're going.
Professor Takamiya, how are the projections on those self-replicating probes? The simulations look good. Especially the survey range. We never expected a rate of expansion that high. It was definitely the right call to prioritize its strength as a group over individual units. These probes are pretty much living machines now. They self-replicate using natural resources mined from asteroids in their routing. They'll just keep building up and breaking down. An infinite cycle of self-replication on its way to its target. There's basically zero chance of the tech failing midway through. They'll just keep on going. Probably long after humanity's gone. Glad I came to an expert then. All that's left is the refinement of the memory cube. The infrastructural storage cell, right? The cube's made up of 5 identical memory layers. In theory, it'll compare itself to nearby probes and use them as a template for repairs. And if it can't be repaired, well... fine, 1 probe down. We've got thousands more. And our passengers? I'll be loading them up with the DNA of all the survivors. I've already got samples and data from all 15. Now it's just down to launching them. These clones will go with all our hopes on their shoulders. By the way, what do we do about him? I mean, after that DNA test. We do nothing. He doesn't have to know. What can I even say to him? Not much, I guess.
There were 15 survivors of that colony, each with a clone established to be compatible. Though they grew up in different eras, different worlds. And you aimed to replace your clone's memories with your own. That was your real plan. Right now, I imagine your biggest question is precisely how much of that log I've seen. Am I close? You do have a genius mind, but also the form of a child. I imagine it's harder than usual to hide your agitation.
It's absolutely not. Now you're just trying to trick me?
I'd say, based on that log, Professors Takamiya and Morimura seem to know each other quite well. Maybe you know something about that.
Of course not.
Then perhaps instead, Tsukasa Okino? Being compatible, that makes one part of his identity clear. He's one of the 15 from the year 2188. So, any theories? Who was he in the year 2188? Care to guess?
Stop it.
No? Then allow me to clarify. That boy, Tsukasa Okino, is Professor Chihiro Morimura's son. But not her child by personal, conventional birth. The professor donated her egg cells as a young woman, in accordance with the policies on population control.
What the fuck?
Their blood relation wasn't exactly obvious, until DNA testing on the clone revealed it.
I like how she's petting the bunny.
With the truth, he was her son, which naturally sparked an inconvenient surge of maternal instinct. However, Okino himself didn't think highly of the professor. He had his disagreements with the project staff, too. Seemed like her end was near. The professor recorded him one final message. One last chance for him to know the truth.
Oh. Jeez, what's up, baby? Good afternoon, buddy. I mean, that's the future, right? Like, isn't that already a thing? Like, where, they take an egg and a sperm cell, and they, basically, like, force them to, you know, what's the word? Fertilize? There you go. That's the future, man. You don't even need to have sex anymore. Just take a sperm cell, take an egg, and boom. You got a kid. That's the future, boys.
You saw that? But how? You'd need a biometric ID match to access that log. So you should only have been able to access your own.
Dang, her voice is
My
cracking.
logs and Okino's should have been locked off.
Thank you, Professor Morimura.
She fucking confessed herself. Idiot. Fucking confessed easily. Got him.
Indeed, the files I could access were somewhat limited. Mostly company logs. Meeting reports, call transcripts, bureaucratic chaff. Barely anything in the way of your personal records.
Then, how do you know what was in my logs?
It's simple, really.
That's hilarious. I love when, like, the criminals just confess. So how'd you know it was me? I was like, oh,
Let's see if
thank you for
biometric
confessing.
authentication works.
Those are always the funniest.
Did it go through? Looks like that got me past the initial barrier, at least. Now, with Miss Morimura's ID, I should be able to get into her logs.
Whoa! What the fuck?
Maybe, if I check Miss Morimura's logs, I might find a clue why your biometric ID matches hers. It really is her ID.
Yuri Fuyusaka?
Though unconscious, she proved very helpful. She is Chihiro Morimura, a compatible version. If you really are Miss Morimura, then you should already know who Iori Fuyusaka is. Because that would mean you hid her here in Sector 4.
That's her
The plan
clone.
was for the two newborns to grow up with their own separate lives. Ida-san's idea, presumably. Chihiro Morimura was planned to be placed in 2104, and Tetsuya Ida in 2024, yet neither could be found.
I knew Renya Goto of Shikishima pretty well. You and he are very different. Except that you both make my life a lot harder. So, suppose I am the professor. Then what?
I want to know the truth. I want to know the reasons behind all of this. But that seems unlikely. I imagine you're not inclined to tell me anything.
And why's that?
It'd be inconvenient for you if we had all the facts. Considering you're trying to eliminate us. From the very beginning, you never intended for this world to survive.
No! Are you fucking serious? Come on. 5%! We're literally right there at the end. Why you gotta do this to me? We were at the juice. Oh my god, there's 10 waves. Man, why I gotta do this? Well, guess that's it for 13 Sentinels. I'll pick up tomorrow, but I'm not done. I got something else I want to play today, so I'll be back in 5 minutes-ish. BRB!